I get so hung up on all of the big things, big accomplishments like starting an organization, maybe making a little tech project that could end up making me tons of opportunities in universities and whatnot as a sort of case study, and a whole bunch of other things that make me sort of forget about what's important, the little things. So welcome to day 174 of my 365 day series. I'm Glorporous and I think out loud while playing Minecraft. So today I'm going to be farming because I am in desperate need to get some food, and we're going to be farming specifically potatoes. Now I know it's not all that, but I've set some really great plans and I've actually planned a whole bunch of builds out, and all that's left for me to do is to follow through. Oh, that rhymed. Anyway, let's just clear out this inventory. I know this whole storage system was supposed to be me making things neat and all of that, but honestly, I do not have the time for that. Let's just drop some of this in here, and we don't need that. Actually, we could just put this like somewhere, like right over there. And now you're gonna need some raw potatoes. Now, I don't think I have a hoe, so I'm gonna be leveling up a hoe. Just in a second. I forgot it was in the storage place. Okay, it's not in the storage place. It might be in my house. There it is. Alright, so we are going to be leveling up this hoe by enchanting it, and then we're gonna go farm all of this wheat, and then I'm gonna go and plant my potatoes. Now, what exactly do I want to talk about? I think people often overestimate or over-exaggerate how important your future has to be, all of the big things that you're gonna have to accomplish through your life for you to be great, right? Like joining a whole bunch of competitions, getting 4.0 GPA on your academics, and just doing a whole bunch of stuff just for a chance to go into a decent, stable job in the future. And obviously that's depressing, right? Why, like, you put in all of this work just for more work and all of that and yada yada yada, and like, what's the point of it all, right? And well, there is a point to all of it, but what I was trying to say, it's very overwhelming, to think of all of this. Just, for especially me, I'm 16 years old and I'm in 10th grade. I leave school at 12th grade for university, and I haven't had much accomplished yet. I've joined a few competitions here and there, but not enough to really impress anyone. I haven't really done many great achievements yet. Like I mentioned that tech project earlier, that's something I've been meaning to do, but just for context, I originally planned to do it this week. Hold on a second. So, there's this laptop that I had just lying around in my room, and I want to turn it on to show you guys what's going on. Honestly, I might. Hold on a second. So I'm starting it up. It's not showing anything, but if you see here, it has... The system has detected the storage capacity of the battery stated below to be very low. For optimal performance, this battery may need to be replaced. Oh, okay, it just started up randomly. I didn't even press any buttons. And basically, what's wrong with this laptop is it's got a fat battery. And essentially, the reason for that is I made a huge mistake when I was around maybe 10 years old. It was all during the pandemic when I was having my prime time with my friends and, getting on to play Minecraft and all of that on a huge multiplayer server that I was running along with my friends. And it ended up sort of putting this laptop in severe stress. I left it plugged in at 100% for maybe years straight. Honestly, it might have been like a few months, like from I checked the battery report, it was like October to December, but essentially, this thing has no capacity whatsoever. And what I plan to do is to turn this thing into a server, leave it plugged in forever, but I take the battery out so that, it can keep running properly. Anyway, I don't know if you can see this, but the battery, you can't really see it, I know for a fact, but it is like absolutely swollen and it's a chemical hazard for me to even be carrying this around, so I'm just gonna put it back. Alright, as I was saying, I wanted to turn that laptop into a sort of case study, document how I managed to turn something that was supposedly obsolete, like, supposedly electronic waste, into something that actually benefited me. Now, that's an example, like a really in-depth example of how I want to do something big, right? How something that appeals to me can really be a big accomplishment for me if I end up doing this whole project and I follow through with it. But I need some time because I also need to replace all the memory and all of that. Anyway, this is sort of getting off topic. I already have enough levels. It's turning nighttime. You may not rest out. There are monsters. Please stop dropping. Now, as I was saying, you don't always need to focus on big achievements like that, big accomplishments like that, making tech projects whenever you possibly can, so that employers are like, oh wow, this dude's CV is impressive or anything like that. You just have to live. And I keep mentioning about this in my videos, but I want to focus on a different aspect of it, focusing on just small simple things, grounding yourself in how slow life should be, because honestly my sleep schedule has been absolutely terrible for absolute ages. Like, I woke up at maybe 6 p.m. today and I slept at 8 a.m. Yesterday actually, and it's not something that I'm particularly proud of. I'm recording this at 3 a.m. and I really want to wake up at a better time, but geez, I'm burping a lot. Sorry, I didn't even eat anything. I don't know what's happening to me. Anyway, I have enough levels for this hole, so now I'm going to enchant it and hopefully I get something good. Okay, back to what I was saying. I keep getting so hung up on a lot of the wow moments, like, but the thing is, they're not all that necessary, you don't have to impress everyone. Oh, okay, actually. The happy guests are, okay, that these ones aren't doing good, but this one certainly is. That's really nice. I lost track of what I was saying. There are like very simple things that you could be doing with your life. Like, for example, oh, I really needed fortune. You know how good fortune would have been for Diamond Ho? Okay, you know what? It's fine. I'm on my last baked potato, and that's how you know I am really running out on food and all of that, the essentials, right? And how exactly does this relate? How exactly does my Minecraft gameplay relate to whatever it is I'm talking about? When you constantly focus about academic performance, when you constantly focus on impressing your parents, your potential employer, impressing people that are also focusing on themselves, you get carried away from your own life. I've been really hung up recently. Actually, I'm speaking from personal experience, and what's the best way to explain this? I don't really I don't feel responsible for myself. It's been a while since I cut my nails. They're absolutely long. I know it's a disgusting thing, but I cut them. Actually, I haven't cut them yet, but I will cut them, and I mean that. And I also wash the dishes. That's not something I usually do. But I did it this time around. you know, and I also worked out a little bit. I got some cardio in by playing my Nintendo Switch, which I don't think I've ever actually showed on this channel before. Not like I've had my camera on since day one. Hold on a second. I'm gonna sort my inventory out and I'm gonna show it to you. Hold on. Alright, so here's my Nintendo Switch. I know it looks red and blue, but these are really just covers for the brown and the yellow that's underneath. I have a specific special edition, and I use this thing to play Ring Fit Adventure. And what that is just some simple cardio. You know, you use this thing, you push into it, and then you do some exercises with it and all, whatever. It's overpriced as heck. I got it a long time ago. It was like during the peak of the pandemic as well, and I just get some cardio in. I work out, I do some resistance training, I lift some weights, do some curls, and over time, I've learned to value the little things. If I don't work out, I'm gonna get fat, and that's gonna hinder a lot of my capabilities. I might not be as mobile, I might not even be as quick thinking as I could potentially be, so if I focus big, you're not gonna focus on the small things, right? And it's good to have ambitions. It's good to know that you want a certain future, you want to do great things. And I'm sort of speaking to myself right now, and I'm also speaking to you guys, but this is like something for real. Like, I really, really mean it when I say this, but just focus on your beginnings. Focus on, man, this is really hard to phrase. Just focus on, like, keeping yourself healthy, keeping yourself, well checked. Make sure you don't have any, like, mental disorders and all that, because that could severely hinder your performance in the future. I know it took me a long time to get the point across, but that's also the way things are. You sort of also have to process things slowly. That's sort of what I mentioned earlier. You need to take life a little bit more slowly to understand and appreciate how much time you have, and the time that you're experiencing. Jeez, I absolutely fumbled that pronunciation right now. And anyway, I'm just planting some potatoes, getting all of the potatoes I need. And in a moment, I think I'm gonna end this video, because I know it's been like maybe over 10 minutes. And I think I've already gotten my point across. And okay, actually, before I end this video, I'll be honest with you. I was not in a very good mental state before this video. Like I said, I woke up very late today, and it screwed up my mentality bad. Like, I felt like I was actively behind all of my peers, and like I could be a whole lot more responsible and all that. But that's exactly what I'm trying to speak about right now, right? Just okay, here's something I'll promise you today. Right after recording this video, I'm going to sleep. Now, I could make a what do you call it? An extra video, just to, have a video buffer and maybe upload in advance, so if I have a sort of emergency, I could take a break. But honestly, I'm gonna record this video, I'm not even gonna edit it, I'm gonna save that for tomorrow, and I'm gonna sleep earlier, hopefully. Now, here's a little trick that I learned, in case you just wanted to know, not like you're expecting anything, but if you ever, how do I phrase this, have trouble sleeping, there's this thing called non-sleep deep rest, or NSDR for short, which basically means that even if you close your eyes and you just stay still, you're still gonna get some rest in. So don't panic whenever you feel like, oh man, I can't sleep, you know, I'm panicking. Like, how am I supposed to sleep? Just stay still, rest your eyes, and relax. Anyway, I'm getting carried away right now with what I'm saying. Like, I really, the brain is not designed for multitasking. But anyway, I am now going to be putting some potatoes in here, and then putting some coal in here, which hopefully does cook. I don't know why this never cooked. Oh, I don't know why this one's not cooking. That's a weird issue. You know what? It doesn't matter too. It doesn't matter. That's gonna be all for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow, and bye bye.